Good morning. This is Tom from Weekly Gospel Reflections. Today we're going to talk about, are your thoughts misleading you? Do you have thoughts come in your mind and they're misleading your mind? We're going to talk about that today. Stay tuned. Do your thoughts sometimes mislead you? Do you have misleading thoughts? Sometimes do you think about people in anger? We often sometimes the thought runs in our mind about something that someone did to you. Maybe something that they, maybe not intentionally tried to hurt you, but they hurt you and you want to get back at them. You have anger. You have thoughts of anger. Do you have thoughts really of money? Do you thinking about money? Sometimes, we're sick and we're worried about, am I going to get well? How am I going to solve this? I pray, I want to get better. You have problems with your health. Maybe you're really not sick, but you're really not healthy. You know what? I will never get that marriage. I'm never going to get married. There's no way in the world I'm getting that new relationship. There is no way that job is going to come available for me. It's thoughts in your mind. Like I said yesterday, positive attitude, positive results. Negative attitude, negative results. We sometimes focus on things that will get us there, but there are other things. We focus on things that we really focus too much on it. What I mean, sometimes we need to wait and just relax and not worry about it. There was one time, we were doing a service in USA. A gentleman was asked to pray. He goes up there, and it was our closing prayer. Everybody's ready to eat. He's standing there in silence. Silent. After, a minute, I started feeling sorry for the guy. Is he afraid to speak? Am I going to have to help him? I got to thinking, I said, why is this guy taking his time? And I'm thinking, everybody's looking at him. But what he was doing was bringing unity to the church. Sometimes we have to wait and have peace. We were all worried about him. The Heavenly Father sometimes spoke to him and says, wait a minute. As he starts praying, he says the reason why. And very good prayer. Really made me think. Unity. We sometimes focus on things, maybe we worry about our family too much, or brothers and sisters, or neighbors, friends and family, or do we? Do we take the time and really get to know our neighbors, and do we try to help them along? Do you have temptations that come in your mind? Maybe you're thinking about temptation, something that you want and you can't achieve. It could be many different things. It could be anything. I want a car. I want a new relationship. I'm in a relationship. Your eyes go astray. Maybe it's something that you're wanting to have monetarily. Maybe it's a new job you want to have. Maybe it's something that you see that you want and it's wrong to have it, but you still look and you still do it. Those temptations sometimes can actually blur your mind, where God cannot see you and speak to you. If you look at Luke 22, verse 40, pray that you will not fall into temptation. Now we're going to look at James here. James 1, verses 13 through 18. If I can find it here. When tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me, for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each one is tempted when by his own evil desire he is dragged away and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it's full grown, gives birth to death. Don't be deceived, my dear brothers. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father, the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. He chooses to give us birth through his word of truth, that we might be kind and first fruits to all created. We sometimes say to ourselves, okay, we want that. That desire is burning in our heart. we have to stop a minute and we have to say to ourselves, we need to realize that that desire, where's it going to take us to? I don't care what the desire is. I'm not going to sit and explain desires. Desires could be money. It could be relationships. It could be anger. It could be grief. It could be health, job. Your marriage maybe is on the rocks and you said, okay, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of fighting this with my wife. I'm tired of fighting with my husband. I'm tired of this. I want out of this. And maybe your eyes are going astray. We sometimes want things, and that's exactly when temptations come in. Our minds constantly work through the radio, driving, TV, home relaxing, social media, TikTok. The other day I flipped on my phone and TikTok pulled up, and there was, it's amazing. A new trend, dancing without bras, dancing with no bras. And this new thing they're doing. And the temptation is to click the button. Of course I didn't click the button, because here's the thing. You click the button and it goes another. But I knew this from experience in my past. Sometimes it's that sexual desire, that dancing, things like that men like, women like. We need to take a look at what we're doing, what temptations we're looking at. If you look at Timothy, 1 Timothy 6, verse 9. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and too many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. We don't want to be ruin and destruction. We should always pray to the Heavenly Father when the temptation hits you to do this. You look at Luke 22:40. Pray that you will not fall into temptation. Thank you so much for always watching our videos. Thank you so much for always being in our life. And thank you so much for taking the time. God bless everybody, and I'll see you next time.